What up? Hello, welcome to 21 in 21 episode 1 for the first project of this year. We're gonna talk about implementing a trading bot or developing a trading bot or creating a trading bot, whatever, something with a trading bot. Now, I'm not here to tell you how you can implement a trading bot. That's not this video. This video is about me trying to figure out if running a trading bot is one thing that I want to do with my life. Because in this series, we're gonna figure out what I want to do with my life. And developing a trading bot was one of the things that came to my mind, and I was like, I want to do that. And so I did that. And today I want to talk about it. Right, so backstory. I've been in crypto for a bit now, and I spent quite a lot of time, watching the charts, buying crypto myself, investing, also a little bit of trading myself, but mainly just investing because I have no idea about trading actually. And it came to my attention that different exchanges have different prices.
Okay, check this out. BitPanda is slow, right? Because they don't have much liquidity. So I can still buy for 766. That's selling. I can still buy for 765. And then we look here on Coinbase where it's a lot lower and the spread is much smaller. I can buy for 734, and here I can sell for 766. So we have like huge spreads if you compare BitPanda to Coinbase. Almost 4%. 4%.
And so I had the genius idea of, hey, I could buy at this exchange and sell at this exchange and make money with it. That concept is called arbitrage. And yes, it's done quite a lot, especially in crypto. The more volatile the market, the easier it is to do arbitrage. And I tried it like manually. I bought here, I sold here, and I actually had the same amount of crypto, but a little bit more money on the exchange. I was like, whoa, cool, that actually works. So I decided, let's do this automatically. Let's implement a trading bot that does this for myself. Because the one reason why I wanted to implement a trading bot is not that I want to have a trading bot. No, it is that a trading bot that works and makes me money gets me passive income in a way, and that passive income I can use to finance my life. So essentially what I want is financial freedom, and I was hoping that my trading bot could get me there. That's why I started. Not because it's any good for the environment, not because I feel good being able to run a trading bot, not because it solves any issues to any problems. It's just about myself and my financial freedom that I wanted to have this trading bot. So I started implementing it, and that was actually the first time this year that I actually had motivation to get out of my bed and work on it, because I felt this kind of urgency to it, right? I was like, I need to do this now while the market is still volatile and while those arbitrage opportunities still exist, right? Yeah, I need to get in quickly. The quicker I get in, the more money I can make. So I had this urgency, boom, 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 let's get stuff done. And within a week of full-time work, and then maybe another week of a little bit of tweaking it and bug fixing, I had my trading bot running. And it is running right now as well. It still keeps running, and it's been running a good month now with constant improvements, of course. And now it's even running on my Raspberry Pi that I have no problem just running the entire time, because my laptop I prefer to turn off overnight, and when I'm not with my laptop it's just more wasteful, And for the first few days it was going great. I mean, great. It was going well. I mean, it made me some money, like 2 to 3 euros a day with an investment of 2,000, 4,000 actually, because you need both the coin and the money. I was happy with it. It was making me some money. I was just thinking, okay, I'm good. Let's just leave it running like that. But of course, that's not what happened. Because in the beginning when I started out, it went really well from an algorithmical standpoint. I mean, there were price difference to up to 4%, and I'm like, instant 4%, I take it. Of course not every day, but some days. And of course this arbitrage can't be scaled indefinitely. Like if you do normal trading, like buy, hold, sell, like with time, then of course you can put in as much money as you want. But with that arbitrage, there's just a certain volume that you get those price differences. And so it doesn't scale indefinitely, but still, for my purposes, it was enough. Like just a few €1,000, that was still good. Yeah, so in the beginning it was going well until somebody else decided to do a similar thing. Because in the beginning I saw that it was pretty static, every trade in the order book, but then at some point other bots came to the market. And you can clearly see it because they move with the price. And so it was pretty clear, somebody else is doing that. And then I figured out after my bot wasn't doing any trades for 3 days. Right? I was like, is the market volatility just gone or is my bot broken? Nope. There's just another bot who does a better job than my bot does, and therefore takes all the opportunities. And I was already so close to giving up, but I didn't. And I'm glad that I didn't. I just made my bot more aggressive. Okay, fine, then let's not play it safe and let's go in more aggressively and also do trades where I actually lose money. I just decreased my margin to a point where my bot got to trade again. But also, you still have to pay trading fees, and I had the margin so low that I paid more in trading fees than I actually made. I already paid more than $200 in trading fees this month alone, and that's just Coinbase. I mean, the good thing is, the more I pay in trading fees, the lower my trading fees become, because they have separate tiers, and I'm now already in the 3rd tier, only paying 0.25% per trade anymore. Still, I mean, the trading fees are still a significant amount. In any case, my bot was making money again, but just a little bit. I was more happy with that little bit of money than with the lots of money that I gained with, investing. Because that's money that I earned by working for it. But that's just a psychological difference. When we analyze it though, the return on investment of my bot is still super bad. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you have to calculate I had to spend time on it, and I have to constantly spend time on it parameterizing and fixing bugs. My bot comes with a lot higher risk since I need to have the money as well as the cryptos on the exchanges, and I get a tax disadvantage because I'm actively trading. So I have to pay the speculation taxes, and I can't just sit on it for a year and then pay literally no taxes. So if we compare it to if I would have just invested that money into crypto, say Bitcoin, and waited this month, I would have been way better off, like a good 10x at least, to the gains that I made with my bot. And that's essentially what I have to compare to, the opportunity cost. Because my capital that my bot uses, I can't use for other investments. So I was already very close to stopping my bot and just investing the money into Bitcoin or something. But at the very right time, before I did that, there came a nice drop in the markets, where we went down a nice 20% in 2 days. And at those drops, my bot was doing so much better than any time before, because apparently those drops also took out the other bots. The best trade that I made was like an instant 5% gain, and at points there was instant 10% to be made, but at that point I didn't have any money anymore. Like at that point I was out of funds. But yeah, that was crazy. I was like, what is happening here? And it made me a good 30 euros in a day. I like this. I like the volatility in the market. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this freaking up and down, and just, I mean, I'm losing on my link overall, like almost down 30% today. But whatever. It's fun that the market is that volatile, because that way my trading bot is like, trade up, trade down. And it's just constantly trading. I love it. Yeah, go make me money. Even though I'm losing a lot more money than I make with this, but go make me money. I mean, obviously the money that I made with the trading was a lot less than the value that I lost because the coins dropped, even if we just account for the coins that I had on the exchange for my bot to trade with. Nevertheless, the bot is a kind of a hedge against market drops, because the bot does best when the market drops. And in that way, it's a kind of a nice investment. And so I decided, no, I'm gonna keep the bot running and I'm gonna keep working on it and try to set up the parameters in a way that it can trade even better. And I've now set it up to be pretty massively aggressive, to the point where I'm losing a lot of money with some trades because I have the expectation that later I'm gonna be making more money with other trades. Because if one exchange is consistently lower than the other, then of course you will only go in one direction and never back, so you also need to sell back. Or you do transactions, but then you need to pay for the transaction fees, which is also pretty expensive and has some risks attached, and then you need to move the money as well, and you need to move the money with the banking system, which is like taking 4 or 5 days, which is just not nice. So I just prefer to sell back at a loss in the hopes that I can make more gains. See, I like drops in the market because come on, buying back in at the loss. Because I don't care about those 16 cents per trade. I just like seeing it trade. I just really like this. I just really like this as well. Look at it go. Yeah, so I still see that there is potential. And I even increased the money supply for my bot. I'm now at 8k that my bot holds. And yeah, I mean, of course there is risk. There is significantly more risk than if I was just investing. And we're in the crypto space, so there is this general risk of the crypto sphere. And then also there could be bugs in my bot. I could get hacked. And like there's so many things. But 8k is still something that if I lose it all, I'm like, okay, at least I tried. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Even though I can basically leave it running the entire time and just not worry about it, I still do worry about it quite a lot, because sometimes there are exceptions that are not handled by the bot, and therefore I need to restart the program or fix something or change my strategy because it's just not working anymore in the current market situation. So it's still pretty active. But what we want to do in this week or in this video is figure out if that is something that I want to have in my life, right? At the end of next week, I want to have a clear decision. Is the trading bot something that I want to keep in my life? Or am I better off just investing the money, shutting down the trading bot and not worrying about it? But the next week, I want to live the life of a professional trading bot operator, because that's what we do in this episode. And a professional trading bot operator also does software development to improve his bot and to parameterize it better. And so over the course of the next week, we're gonna improve our bot and see if it's still fun for me to improve it, because it was fun for me to implement it. It's kind of a computer game. It's kind of a computer game to me where I have to be better than the other people who implement trading bots who arbitrage between BitPanda and Coinbase. And even if I lose money in the end, it doesn't matter. What I want is to figure out if that is something that I want to do with my life, or if it's too stressful for me and I would prefer to, you know, not have to take care of a bot. This week, we're gonna improve on the bot such that it's even better. And then afterwards we decide if we keep it running or not. I'll see you in a week then. Yo, what up? We're back in the vlog. Now, it's been pretty much a week. Here's the thing, I have been working on the bot a little bit over the past week, and I do enjoy that kind of work, as long as there is no pressure that I need to get it done right now. And I mean, it's kind of nice. Like, I don't mind software development if it's a private project that I like to do. I actually find it quite interesting. So software development is not the problem, right? We've already established that. So I can totally do some programming. As long as it's interesting to me, I have no problem with it. And I implemented some nice cool little features that so I can do manual trading now, I can print my trades. But here's the thing. The past 3 days, my bot didn't get to trade a lot. And by not a lot, I mean almost nothing. I can print this, look. I hit P, I print it, that's what it traded. And it made me a total of 43 cents in the past 3 days, which you know is not a lot, and that's not worth keeping the bot running, because if I would have invested it in Bitcoin I would have made more gains. Anyhow, now there are two possibilities why that could be. Number one, it's just because we're in an upward trend again. If we have a look, so Link was just slowly creeping up, right? And if it's just slowly doing something, then it doesn't really, my bot doesn't really get to trade. My bot gets to trade if Link does shit like these. That's where it can trade, you know? Yeah, that could be one reason. The other reason could be that the exchange is a lot more active. There's a lot more going on, and there are a lot more bots like over here trying to compete on my market, you know? Yeah, my market. So they already hold the margins quite narrow and they move with it. So maybe we're at that point where other bots just won't let my bot get good gains anymore, and then I guess it's pointless, right? I mean, if I have to pay significantly more trading fees than I would have margin, then I don't want to do that, right? Then I should find a better strategy. And that's exactly the point. The bot will never be passive. I will always have to keep improving on it. I will always have to keep it up to date such that it can work with the current market situation. And so it will never be passive income. It will always be active. I will always have to put some work in. Then the bot works and I get the money somewhat passively, but you know, you always have to put the work in. It is interesting as a hobby project, yes, doing some trading and stuff, but financially I don't think it makes much sense because of the tax reasons, because of the opportunity cost, and because I have to constantly keep working on it. And so it's just not worth it to me, because it also doesn't, you know, provide value for our society. The world is not a better place if I run the bot versus if I don't run the bot. Like, if it was making me a lot of money, then I could argue, well, it's making me a lot of money and I can donate parts of that to a charity, and then I could justify to myself that yes, it makes sense to have the bot running and it makes sense to develop on that. But since it doesn't make me a lot of money, I won't be able to donate much, thus it's kinda pointless. I keep it running for the next few days and weeks just to see, but I won't develop much on it. I will make a few tweaks, quick bug fixes, include Litecoin as soon as BitPanda enables the Litecoin exchange. It's just another hobby project, you know, like YouTube, right? I do it because it's fun, I don't do it because it makes any sense. Right, and that has been 21 in 21 episode 1 trading bot. It's not the thing that I want to spend my life with. I don't want to be the guy who runs a trading bot. I hope that this video was still somewhat interesting to watch. Might be interesting for me to watch in the future, looking back on all the things that I tried in order to figure out what I do with my life. But yeah, you gotta try stuff to figure stuff out, to get to know yourself. And even though I like developing a trading bot, and I definitely had some motivation to do it, it's not what I want to be doing full time. It could be a hobby project on the side, yes, but it's not. I'm not gonna take it too seriously. Right, and with that being said, make a backup of your trading bot, put it on Git, send me the source code, and I will see you in the next episode.